Happy terrific Thursday. 2 minutes late, but hope you're doing well. And today we're going to do the usual positive affirmation card picks and a little chat about wins, the wins in life, blessings, etc. Especially since things can seem kind of tough out there, out in the news or in your life. I know personally I feel kind of a little bit drained, a little bit overwhelmed, even just with social media. But and challenges in life. But I hope that this is a space where we can come and regroup and lift our moods together. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day. I forgot to wear my green today. Not was it not yesterday? Yesterday was not. Was it yesterday, St. Patrick's Day? No, the other day. But anyway, here's some green. It's a placemat, but this is all I got here for green, as I have in my little promotional ad in my post. A little green, lucky green, luck of the Irish. I'm not Irish, but I think we could bring a little bit of that luck of the Irish to this little presentation today. Really, what luck is really, in my understanding, in my experience, is basically how well you work with the law of attraction in life to attract better circumstances to you, or how well you work with the law of attraction, or your vibration, you're getting into the most positive flow, so that you can allow most positive vibration, so you could allow in more of God's blessings, and that's how you connect to these quote unquote answered prayers already, and manifestations that are awaiting you, if you want to think of it as in the spiritual vortex of all the good things, all the blessings that are set up for you, that are ready to come into your life and be manifested if you're in a positive vibration more often than not. And of course, God's divine timing overrides everything, in my opinion and in my studies. But I hope you're doing well. We'll do a couple of picks from the Mindful Messages. I'm sorry, it reads backwards. And hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. And from Happier Me card deck, 1, 2, and 3, we'll say. Also, I want to mention something that's a fun thing. So I was saying about wins. If we think about our wins in life, like what went right for you? What are you grateful for? What do you appreciate? It's good to remember those things each day, each week, because then we get into more positive flow, and we see life with more rose-colored glasses, as they would say. We look at life through a perspective of, oh, look, this is working out well. That's a blessing. I appreciate this. I was able to get through this problem or challenge. I feel like, I'm connected to God or God's blessings. I have people out there that, oh, happy birthday, Lisa. Wait, no, how do I say your name? Is it Laz? Happy birthday. Hi, Steve. So one thing about blessings, or anything you're grateful for, if you feel like it, you can type something, or a win that worked out in the chat, that worked out for you. You could type it in the chat if you want, or just consider for yourself, what's something good that happened to me already today that I'm grateful for. And as I always say, if you can, okay, that's good. Thank you for being here. People in different countries, etc. Nice to have you here. I'm honored. So what's a win? Even if we're having quote unquote problems or challenges in life, right? If you can, and people have different degrees of being able to do these things, but as an example, can you see? Can you walk? Can you hear? Can you talk? Can you breathe? Can you feel? Do you have people who care for you? Do you care for other people, animals, nature? There's all these blessings, God's blessings in life. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. So we start out with that. Those are wins that we have, right? No matter what challenges you might have, people are dealing with, you know, terrible things around the country. Also, or maybe you're dealing with, doctor appointments, or, health issues, or finance issues, whatever. But still, if we focus more on the blessings we do have, what's going right, some fun we had, someone smiled at us. I'll give two examples, and then we'll get into the positive affirmation cards. But uh, one thing was, I was just past. I was taking a walk, and I saw this little baby in a carriage, and the baby just looked kind of like calm, pleasant, a slight smile on his face. But when I saw him, he looked so cute to me in a little red, a bright red, it almost looked like a jelly bean. He was wrapped up in this like a winter sack, to keep him warm. And I looked at him and I was like, oh, how cute, oh, how cute. And he opened his mouth and gave me such a big smile. I saw all the gums and two teeth and a big smile looking at me, this baby, right? I couldn't talk to it. It couldn't talk to me, but we shared this beautiful, this moment, this loving moment. And I really do believe that babies, especially children, are really more fully in the flow of that God love and energy connection. And we could get into that presence, and share that beauty with them. So oh gosh, I'm so sorry you're in an accident. Oh gosh, I hope you're okay. I'm sending prayers that everything works out well for you. Laz. So maybe this is a good place for some positive energy flowing to you, that everything works out well with God's help. I'm looking at in the comments below, people. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Be careful out there. I'm so sorry. I have to go on here, unfortunately, but I mean, I can't really, but okay, things will just focus on just take it one moment at a time, and try to stay as calm as possible. This is to the person that's in the chat, because this is going to be a replay and people won't see this. So what was I going to say? Okay, so we have to think about the blessings in life. And there are challenges in life, and that's, unfortunately, that's part of this life. We're growing through challenges. Some things we send out split energy, they say, positive and negative, and we get kind of mixed results back. But it's okay. You'll get through the challenges with God's help. You ask God for help, and you stay focused on what you can do, what you do want, what your goal is in the moment. Try not to look at the negative too much, and you'll get through everything. Oh gosh. Okay, listen, you better miss, you got to get someone to help you and call 911, okay? So anyway, what was I going to say? So okay, we're going to do the messages. I hope that caller gets help. We can't help her from here. So 911, or whatever your emergency situation is over there, you better call. Okay, so anyway, and again, this is something else, right? We can't help everybody. You have to do what you can to help, to take care of yourself and help the people around you, and wherever you can, offer help. But you can't jump in a ditch with someone else and still help them. You have to stay outside the ditch in as positive a place as possible, in order to have the energy and the mental clarity to help other people. And there's always someone around. God will send someone else to help people. If you can't do it, you don't have to save the world. We have to remember that. You can do what you can, but you don't have to save the whole world. There's God, angels, saints, other people around them Jesus, whoever you believe in, to help. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do 3 cards. Oh, I wanted to mention one thing that's a lot of fun. If anybody has ever been to, it's called Radio Bingo or Music Bingo. And the Radio Bingo or Music Bingo. And if a lot of the churches have it, maybe other, maybe synagogues have it. I don't know, other religions, or charities, or I think even some bars have it. It's called Radio Bingo. It is so much fun. It's not regular bingo with numbers, which I don't even play that. But it's like they give you a paper. Your bingo card has names of songs on it instead of numbers. And then they have a DJ, and the DJ plays the songs randomly, and you see what songs match on your card. And meanwhile, everybody is up and having fun, the dancing while they're playing the bingo, marking off their card to the music. And it's really, it's such an uplifting experience for all ages. I just went to one at one of the churches here with friends, and it's so uplifting, especially, and we many of us were caregivers, and it's such a great way to get rid of stress and anxiety, and dance off the stress. So, hi Nelson, good to see you. Thanks for being here. So it's a suggestion for anybody, if you have that in your area, called Radio Bingo or Music Bingo. Sometimes they call it Disco Bingo. It depends. They play songs from 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, maybe current ones too. I highly recommend it. It's a big fun game and dance experience, and it really is great for relieving stress and clearing your mind, because when you start to do something fun, you raise your vibration and you get clarity again, and ideas of solutions for your problems, etc. You get a second wind, and it's very helpful. Okay, thank you. Yes, Jesus is our helper too, for whoever is resonates with him, as someone's asking in the chat. Okay, so here we go. Now, so number 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to put on random numbers and see what you resonate with. I'm going to do two decks today. Okay, thank you very much. And let's see if we could focus on these, if we could focus on any messages and comments. Let's focus on the theme here. It's the cards. It's the cards. I mean, these are positive affirmation cards. We're focusing on positive affirmation cards, focusing on what are your blessings, what are your wins, if you want to say hello and where you're calling from. But other than that, that's what we're focusing on here. Okay. Otherwise, I'm hiding some of the other comments. It's not worth it. It's not worth even typing it in, because I'm hiding what does not follow these rules. Okay. I thank you for respecting the theme of the channel, please. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. See what number resonates with you, and I'll start reading them. Okay, number 1, we had this one last week too. What I seek is seeking me. See, it's an open door. What I seek is seeking me. And it says, the universe is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Just open your mind, the door that leads you to infinite possibilities. Our minds lead us to infinite possibilities, because our mind as a human is kind of like the gatekeeper to the spiritual inspiration that comes in, right? Because we're humans, and our minds, we have a human mind that kind of sifts and sorts things, often through our beliefs, our negative human beliefs and positive human beliefs. So that's why we have to work with the minds, because, in my opinion, because we're not just 100% soul spirit here. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the fears, the doubts, the what if this, what if that, in a negative way. That's part of being human. So working with that mind to kind of open your mind to helps you. That's the door that leads you to infinite possibilities. You have to open your mind to allow in God's positive inspiration, and infinite possibilities can happen for you if we don't block it with the doubts, or this is what happened to this one, or my aunt so and so had this health issue and it didn't work for them. It doesn't matter. Dr. Wayne Dyer said that. He used to say, I don't care what happened to somebody else in a negative way, and you have a belief that, oh well, that happened to that one in a negative way, so that's the same thing for me. That's wrong. We have infinite positive possibilities when we stay a little bit, have a mustard seed size of faith, even, that God can help us. So just open your minds and accept that you are an unlimited being. We're souls, parts of God, and because we're children of God, parts of God as souls, we have that unlimited, infinite positive possibilities, and blessings connected to us. So the universe, or God, however you want to say it, is so generous that it can't wait to send your way whatever is necessary to help you in your journey. Ask and it is given. It even says that in the Bible. Abraham Hicks, the spiritual teacher, says that ask and it is given. As soon as you ask for something in prayer, or just in bumping up against things in life, and you think, gee, I would really like this thing to work out, according to Dave Hicks' philosophy, as an example, or even the Bible thing, even before you ask, it is given. So supposedly our prayers are answered. But of course we have human minds that think there's only one way. And hi there. It's it's usually, you would say, it seems better to say, I would like this or better, according to God's will, or divine divine will, because we don't know ultimately what's really best for us. But as soon as we want things, or we're seeking things, you'll find those answered prayers are awaiting us. Okay, hang on a second. Again, I'm only allowing comments here that pertain to this broadcast. Okay, we're talking about law of attraction, positive mindset, and wins and blessings in life. Okay, so that it's what you're seeking is seeking you. Just we have to get into the positive state, have a little trust in God, and even when little contrasts or challenges come up, we focus still more on what we do want and God's power despite our fears, doubts, and negative limiting beliefs, because that's just our humanness. Okay, that's number one. Number two. Anyone who chose number two? Okay, interesting. This says, my blank, you fill in the blank, as in your looks, your weight, your body, whatever, your finances, your, progress in life, whatever you want to put. My blank, my looks, my weight, my body, finances, my relationships, whatever you want to put in there, do not measure my worth. They do not measure my worth, right? All these things that as humans we think, oh, I'm only worthy and good enough if I have this, I have that. I look perfect. I'm at the perfect weight. I have these finances, these relationships, this house, this job, these children, spouse, whatever, right? My blank, any of those things that we feel are goals, do not measure my worth. You are worthy even without achieving anything. You are just worthy as a being here on this planet. You're a piece of God, whether you believe it or not, in my opinion. And just for being here, alive now, you are worthy. Okay, your opinion of yourself is formed by your thoughts, this says. You can be the richest man alive, but feel miserable about yourself. Or you can be the person that wakes up in the morning feeling blessed just for waking up. Because then you have a whole new day of, it could be positive possibilities, interacting with people, interacting with God's planet, and interacting with nature, maybe thinking up creative thoughts or doing something creative or taking a walk or making a phone call, talking to someone, connecting with people. So let me just say that again. You can be the richest man alive but feel miserable about yourself. Or you can be the person that wakes up in the morning feeling blessed just for waking up. It's your call. Okay? Your opinion about yourself is formed by your thoughts. So think more positively, as even in little ways, to build a feeling of self-worth. Well, you know what? I may not be able to do this or have that, but I do believe I'm a part of God. I do believe that, I try to be a good person. I've had a lot of blessings in life. I'm overall doing well. I do have abundance in different areas of life. I have my senses. I have whatever, a friend, a family member. I have, but basically you're worthy just for being you, just because you are a part of God, alive here. You wouldn't be alive if you were not, if you did not have the possibilities of making a positive difference in the world. That's my that's my opinion. Okay, very good. Okay, here we go. So that's that one. And then number 3 says, I choose to let go of fear. I choose to let go of fear. All right, and shows a whole bunch of birds flying away. Fear keeps you stuck in one place. Take one fear that you have and notice the power it has over you. Then see it for what it is, just a thought. I like that. They show like a bird. Do I have a bird? I mean, fear. I don't have like a. Let me just see something. Hang on a second. No. Okay. It shows like this woman holding like birds, letting go of birds. Okay. I choose to let go of fear. Fear keeps you stuck in one place. Anyway, here, like this. She's letting go of birds, okay? Fear, let go of the fear, like it's a bird that landed on you. Fear keeps you stuck in one place. Take one fear that you have and notice the power it has over you, right? It keeps us stuck. Then see it for what it is, just a thought. Fear is just a thought, or thoughts we keep thinking over and over and over and over. It's a loop. I know I've always had the negative what ifs, right? In the past, I had more like OCD type what if thinking, those looping, obsessive, negative thoughts, and then you have to break that. Thank God I don't have that much anymore. I mean, not to that degree, but we get into this ruminating, looping pattern of worrying and worrying and worrying about something, and then it's just, you have to let go of that keeps you stuck in one place. It's true, it just kind of makes you freeze in fear, and that doesn't help anything. Especially it doesn't help you get the positive inspiration, that God inspiration of ideas and a path forward, when we let go of it and we relax, or we have fun, or we do something interesting, or follow a passion. When you're in a higher vibration, all of a sudden you get the ideas, and you get into divine timing, and you think, oh, you know what, I should call that doctor now, or oh, you know what, I should take this step, or call this person, or get that vitamin, or whatever it is, or or this would be a good solution for me, or you'll talk to the person just for fun because you wanted to talk to so and so, or go to that particular store, and then you run into somebody who makes you smile and has a good conversation with you and tells you a story that gives you an answer to your own problem. You know, when we get out of fear and we get into positivity and just having fun or being relaxed, then those positive inspirations and solutions from God can come to us through ideas that pop into our head, or through other people that they don't even know what they're saying, and they happen to be telling you an example of a way of something can help you or help solve a problem for you. So fear is just a thought. Let go of that thought so you can get into more positive thoughts that will actually help you to move forward and to help you to manifest your desired outcome or dream, or have your prayer answered with God's help. Okay? That's that one. That was three, right? Was that three? One, two. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I have a few minutes left. So you know what? Okay, I'll do three, like I was saying. I'm doing three in two decks today. If anybody's here live and wants to choose a number between 1 and what this is March, 30 days has September, April, June, and 1 and 31. Feel free to, if you're here live, feel free to type it in the comments, 1 and 31, and I'll choose a card specifically for you. Meanwhile, I'll just do 1, 2, and 3 from this deck randomly. 1, 2, and 3. I'm not okay. This one is not a card. This one is a what do you call, like a copyright card. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's got to be between all right, 1 and 31. 1, 2. Okay, I'll make an exception here. Steve, you said 32. I'll do that. I keep it to short numbers because if I have to count a whole bunch of numbers, we'll be here forever and people will lose their patience. But here we go. Okay, so first I'll do the ones that people said down below, since they're here live. Thank you for being here. Okay, let me do Steve said 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 31, 2. Okay, this one is for Steve and anyone who resonates with this message, because we're all co-creating this together. And if you're here live or in the replay and this message feels good to you, feels positive to you, I suggest you might consider it for your life. If it does not feel good to you, just ignore it, okay? Here we go. For Steve and anyone else, it says, all is okay. All is okay. So Steve and anybody else, this says, all that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, anger, fear, anxiety, rejection, or overwhelm. Okay, I hold myself in love through those lower feelings. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. We need to feel all the emotions because we're human, and it's healthier for us. It gets it out of our energy system and out of our body, it seems. These emotions are the very contrast, the challenges in life that are part of this package of us being here. We're not here just for a party, as Les Brown used to say. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my higher expansion. It leads, these challenges and these challenging feelings lead to us growing and getting stronger and knowing how to handle things better, in life and in the future. It builds your resilience, your strength, your ability to move forward in the future more positively and with more confidence, more self-confidence, by being able to get past these challenges, these problems in life, and these feelings of worry, doubt, and then you see, oh, I can overcome that. I can overcome anything. But this is all is okay. All is okay. All that I feel is okay, and it's really for your own growth. And then you put everything in God's hands, and God, and in my opinion, my belief, you have God, angels, deceased loving loved ones. So we have the other side helping us, guardian angel, your higher self, whatever you want to say, helping us to get through life anyway. So just with God, all good things are possible, and just do your best to feel your feelings, but don't hang out in the low vibration. Try to get yourself distracted in a positive way eventually, so that you get back into the positive flow, and then you get those positive ideas, and second wind. You get a second wind, and you can move forward, and things can be better again. So I hope that helps you, Steve, and anyone else that resonates with that. That was a very good card. Okay, and then Nelson said number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go for Nelson below, and anyone else who resonates with this. It says it's not personal. It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. It's true. I know this relates to me as well. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People pretend, of course, we're all going through our own stuff. We all have our own mental baggage, etc., and we're all triggering one another without even realizing it sometimes, and then everybody interprets things through their own perspective. Like Mike Dooley, the inspirational speaker, says, what glasses are you wearing today? Are you wearing your rose-colored glasses that you're looking at things in a positive way, or is your mood today you're looking at things with gray glasses on? So even a beautiful flower in front of you that might be blooming, and bright orange and pink and gorgeous, but if you're wearing gray glasses because you're looking through feelings of sadness or anger, as if they were gray glasses, right? Make believe, you would see a gray tint over the beautiful, brilliant flower, or the goodness in life, because you're looking through things and through a bad mood or through limiting beliefs. So it's not about what you're looking at, the person, the situation. It's about your perspective. So if you're the flower on the other side, being bright and brilliant, and someone's looking at it and says, that's a gray, ugly flower. You're a gray, ugly flower. Well, the flower knows, hey, I'm worthy. And that's that person's, how they're viewing things today in a negative way. Okay, this is not, thank you very much. This is all positive, and I follow Jesus too. So thank you, caller. Go about your merry way. Okay, so then what else do we have? Okay, number 1 here is, okay, okay, dance it out, dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. Dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to, so a lot of times, that's what I was talking about before, the radio bingo. A lot of us were caregivers. We were dancing out the stress, or any kind of movement, running, walking, yoga, whatever. Dance it out. You can move emotions through your body. Sometimes your body feels very tense, or even if you feel like kind of crying, and you can't, but you're kind of stuck. Dance it out. It really is amazing how, as an example here, it says play some music, move intuitively. You don't have to move and do any specific steps. I don't have to look a certain way, simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body. Okay, number 2. Loving space, loving space. I cannot learn other people's lessons for them. That's the other thing. We can't learn other people's lessons for them. They must get there themselves at their own time. I can simply hold loving space for them as they go through their journey. A lot of times they say hold space, sometimes you want to help positively influence someone or help take a problem away from them. We can pray for them. We can, help them share love and kindness. But I can simply hold, but we can give us suggestions, but we should not force people to follow our opinions. Each person is on their own journey as a soul going through this life. We just have to simply hold a loving space for them and, just kind of be there for them in a loving way. You can give them prayers and, help them, with their, whatever their tasks are, maybe if you can. But we can't learn other people's lessons for them. We're all souls on this journey. We're all children of God, and that's it. Okay, so that's that. Loving space. We can provide loving space for people. Okay, third one, nurture. And this says, it's okay to want to stay home and be alone. Sometimes you need to stay home and, nurture yourself in that way. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. All right, sometimes we need to be alone to, like the person in the comments that was telling me negative things. Okay, he believes in Jesus, and I do too. Jesus went out into the desert to be alone and be alone with God in prayers and meditation. This is an example of, nurturing oneself. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Now, when I'm talking about doing things that feel nurturing to you, I'm talking about positive things. I'm not saying stay home and, drink and smoke. And I mean, it's your life. But I'm saying nurturing things like, have a bubble bath, do prayers and meditation, get out into nature, watch a positive show or some positive movie or something that makes you laugh. Nurture yourself with self-care in a positive way. It could be sitting on your couch, but we don't want to do that all the time, because when you do that all the time, it kind of turns into depression. We need to get outside, get out in nature, go to your place of worship, your church or whatever, or be with people who are positive, have some laughs, stay active, and always get back out in the daylight in a safe way if you can. That's very healthy, getting the fresh air and the daylight. They're talking more and more about that, the doctors, the holistic doctors especially, that for your cells, etc., you need the natural daylight, the natural air, but you want to nurture yourself. Self-care. It's all about self-care. Okay, that's it. This went a little long today. Thank you, everybody, for the positive comments. And to all the other ones, again, everybody's on their own journey, so we have to let go and let God and let everybody be who they are and allow them to grow on their paths. So thank you so much, everybody. And thank you so much, and have a great day. With God, all good things are possible. Let's be kind to one another. God bless. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Thank you.